Hello, I'm Chris Kiku Kubiak, and I'm the Director of Content Development for geeksandgamers.com. Unfortunately, I have to report that because of family tragedy, Zack Snyder is stepping away from the DCEU and from any future Justice League films, and Joss Whedon will be taking his place instead. Now, the family tragedy that Zack Snyder is going through is something that many of you might have experienced, or it might hit close to home. I know for myself personally, it hit close to home several times. In March of this year, Zack Snyder's daughter Autumn decided to take her own life. Now, they kept it a secret. They went on break for 2 weeks while they were shooting Justice League, and they only told a small group of friends. But recently in an interview, Zack Snyder stated that he tried to get back behind the camera and he couldn't find the catharsis he was looking for. Now, that's completely understandable. Yet, there are people out there celebrating right now and are happy that the series is moving on to somebody else. Even us in the press have speculated many a times and given him a hard time about maybe it would be better off in someone else's hands. Yet this circumstance does not make any of us happy, and it shouldn't be a moment for celebration. This is not a reason to be happy that the DCEU is going to Joss Whedon, or anyone else for that matter. As a parent myself, the father of 2 young boys, I can't even fathom this happening. I don't want to think about it. I've tried all day since hearing about it, and it's something that is just so horrifying to me. I want to stop thinking about it. No parent should ever have to outlive their children, no matter who they are. You want to see them grow. You want to see them become the better version of you that you wanted them to be all along. And no matter what your personal opinion of suicide is, and I know there are many out there who look down upon it, you cannot deny the fact that it leaves such a devastating wake of sadness and grief and anger that it fundamentally changes a human being. It can change a whole community, even the world. It's a loss, and it's a loss that you can never regain. And for many, they might think that this is unthinkable, that Autumn Snyder might have had a charmed life because of who her father was. But depression is a disease. It's a lot like cancer. It can kill. And it's compulsive like an addiction where you don't have any control over whether or not you are depressed or you aren't. And just like any of those things, it needs people around them to support them, to help them. And the number that you see right now below me is the number to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. If you or anyone you know is suffering, please call this number. And if you don't want to call this number, then call a friend, call a loved one, call someone that you can talk to and get the help that you need. Save yourself or a loved one. So from all of us here at Geeks and Gamers, and especially myself, we throw out our heartfelt condolences to the Snyder family, Zack and Deborah, and anyone else who might be affected by the passing of Autumn Snyder. We hope, Zack, that at some point you can get back behind the camera and give us that visual flair that only Zack Snyder can. And if you cannot, we understand why. From geeksandgamers.com, I'm Chris Kiku Kubiak.